What's going on, guys? It's Mario Armani, your favorite broker with Royal LePage, and I'm actually here on site in Vaughan at Goldman's Appliances, and we're going to do a quick little video that talks about the difference between regular appliances and the high-end appliances that we're seeing in all the new construction homes today. So let's go inside. We got Mike, sales professional from Goldman's. He's going to show us some appliances, so let's go check them out. Mike, how are you?
How you doing, Mario?
How are you, Mike? Nice to see you again. So guys, we're here at Goldman's Appliances. We're here with Mike. He's sales professional here at Goldman's, and he's actually here to give us a huge hand. He's got over 20,000 square feet of this beautiful place where he's going to show us the difference between regular appliances that we see in everyday homes to the high-end appliances that we're seeing in most of the custom builds nowadays. So Mike, thank you so much for inviting us here.
Thanks for coming in.
No problem. Tell us a little bit about Goldman's, a little bit about what you guys do.
Family-run business. We've been around since 1978. Everything we do is in-house. Our delivery service, our drivers, customer service, everything is handled in-house. So a lot different than your normal retailer. Also, we like to take onus for our consumers. So it's not just before the sale, before, during, and after the sale, making sure that everybody's looked after.
And that's really important because at the end of the day, these are all, as much as you can go ahead and buy a $30,000 refrigerator, it is man-made, things do happen, things do break, and it's nice to know that if somebody spends that kind of money, there's going to be a company there to help them should an issue arise, right? So let's get right into the video. Tell us a little bit about the normal everyday appliances and how they are, and then we'll go to the higher end appliances and kind of compare the two. So right here we actually have Samsung refrigerator. So tell us a little bit about this product and products like these.
So this particular unit actually has a nice screen in it for your kids to look at. This is a full depth refrigerator. You can get this unit also in a counter depth. The differences between the unit is right now you can see that this unit is sitting proud. The counter depth unit will be the same dimension as your countertops, so you don't see this obstruction in your kitchen. Now for big families, obviously you can have the cabinet built out, which will allow you to have more interior space.
So Mike, what in reality is the difference, let's say, from these everyday appliances in comparison to the more higher end appliances? What's the difference? Because obviously there's a big difference in price.
Yeah, so these are production appliances. Most of these are built offshore. Well, Samsung in particular and LG are Korean products. Most of the actual manufacturing is done in China, which brings them to a more disposable product. But it makes it affordable for everybody.
Okay, so let's say, for example, something breaks here. What happens at that point? Like, is it as flexible to go ahead, let's say, and get it fixed?
North American products typically are easier to service, as you can go to any local parts supplier and get parts. With LG and Samsung, you're dealing directly with them with parts and service.
So basically, let's say if a Samsung and LG fridge breaks, you cannot get it fixed by just anybody. You actually have to go to somebody who's licensed by LG and Samsung.
They try to control who fixes their product and who has access to their parts.
Okay, so from an outsider's point of view, somebody who's not an expert in appliances, that kind of would seem like a negative as compared to, let's say, these higher end products where I'm sure you can go ahead and buy parts and whatever you need to do.
They're trying to do it like car manufacturers, where the dealer is actually the one looking after your product. So
sure,
the Samsung dealer is going to look after your product rather than any Joe.
Okay, so basically they don't really make money off of each individual piece, but they also make money off of the service as well.
100% correct.
Okay, fantastic. So I'm sure also the quality of the materials itself compared to a higher end fridge are a little bit different. We're going to go into the higher end products right now. So join us, come take a little walk, and we're going to check out the higher end appliances. So come with us. All right, so we're here, 60-inch Wolf stove. Mike, tell us a little bit about this stove, quality of construction, a rough estimate and what this stove would cost if somebody bought this today. Floor is yours.
So this is a dual fuel 60-inch range. Dual fuel meaning the top itself is gas. What differentiates Wolf from the other brands is the fact that every burner has a double stack burner in one. So essentially you have a high heat and low heat built into every burner. So no concerns anymore for having the size of the pot to the burner. Now we can actually use any pot on any burner. And then when you get into the oven component, by being dual fuel, is the fact that the oven is electric. Having an electric oven, you have more consistency in the actual temperature of the oven, and you also have pure convection. Pure convection offers you evenness cooking throughout the unit itself.
Fantastic. So one of the things that a lot of my clients who own these this style of stove, this Wolf stove, one of the features that they explain to me is that the actual heat it produces is very, very strong. Like apparently you can't even put, let's say, the flame on high or it'll actually burn your pot, right?
That's correct, yeah.
Okay, so why would somebody want that type of heat when they're cooking?
Well, you can use, everything starts off at high. So if you're going to start a sauce, you're going to start cooking anything, everything starts high and then you're reducing it.
Okay.
So that's the advantage of having this unit. The other main difference between Wolf and some of the other brands that we carry is the fact that the percentage rating of failure. It's almost 1% failure rating. So when you're looking at this unit, it's a unit that you're going to buy and you're going to have basically forever.
So basically, so everybody understands at home, and so just make sure I'm a little bit slow sometimes.
Yeah, no
1% failure rating. So basically this thing, like you said, it's almost good for life. The chances of something breaking or something happening to it, it's very slim, in other words.
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
that's fantastic. So you do pay a little bit more, but for example, I currently own an LG stove and my stove actually broke after 4 years. It was irreparable. It just would cost too much money to repair, so I had to purchase a new one. So my stove originally costed $2,000. I ended up buying a better one. The better one was $2,500. Now I'm at $4,500 when I could have bought something like this. Well, maybe not as big as this, but comparable to the stove that I have, and I could have had it basically for the rest of my life or the rest of the time that I own the home.
Correct.
So, in other words, Mike is trying to tell me in a very nice way that I got screwed on that one.
No, you get what you pay for.
Okay, and I love that. I love that because it's actually a line that I tell a lot of my clients as well. So, in terms of the quality of construction, obviously the 1% failure rate is a big, big feature. I would say the overall look also is something very important. Like, we obviously seen the other appliance, it looked beautiful, but this just has more of a commercial feel. You can really see the quality in the product.
Well, the great thing with Wolf is they don't offer just the quality of the product, they offer it for the replacement market, for the new construction, for anything you want to do. If you want to just change something up in your house and you want to refresh it, you know that you're going to buy something that you don't have to redo your whole kitchen to fit, and it's going to last you longer than your home.
Well, like any high-end product, I also think the actual usability of it, like I think that now when you go from a cheaper product to a product like this, it kind of like it's a standard for you and you realize how it works a lot better, and it kind of, I don't think you would ever go back to a regular size or a regular quality appliance if you had something like this.
100%.
Mike, what I want to know, you got 20,000 square feet of appliances in this entire place. There has to be something here that when you think of like something that's just crazy, it just blows your socks away. What is it? Can you show me something that for you it's top of the line, like something that you would just go crazy over?
For sure. Let's go have a look.
Take us?
Let's go.
Let's do it. So we're actually here. The first question I have, Mike, what is this thing? Because it looks like it's for a restaurant.
No, this is for a home. This is for a premium home.
Wow.
So, or any home. Anybody that wishes to buy something that's 100% custom built, here it is. La Cornue, everything is built in France, everything is handmade. When you go into the ovens themselves, they're all beautifully vaulted. The advantage to that is it actually engulfs all your food within the heat itself.
Wow. Guys, I don't think Mike could talk enough about this stove. It just looks so impressive. The quality of craftsmanship is just through the roof. I can imagine if you're very serious about cooking, this would be something like super over the top and it would get the job done, I'm sure.
Oh, it's beautiful. This is the showpiece of your home.
So just to give everybody at home of an idea, something like, let's say, generic Sub-Zero, Wolf stove, which is something very, very popular. That's what a lot of people go on the high end. This is kind of like the Bugatti. Over there, that's the Ferrari. This is the Bugatti of stoves. What does something like this cost for? Let's say if I was to buy this today, what would this cost me?
Today, with the way we see it here, you're roughly about $130,000.
If you didn't hear that correctly, $130,000. So it's just absolutely beautiful. I know a lot of you guys watching the video at home are probably thinking, this stove cannot be $130,000. But guys, trust me, I'm here, I'm looking at it with my own eyes. There's a lot of things actually that I saw here today that I didn't even know existed. There's so many premium brands that they have here. Goldman's has anywhere from Thermador, Miele, Sub-Zero, Wolf, and a bunch of other brands that are not very known, but they're very known in the high-end market. Can you give us some of those examples, Mike?
Yeah, we've got stuff like Fisher Paykel, Decor, GE Monogram.
So guys, if you do have a chance to come down here, Goldman's is located in Vaughan at Highway 7 and Weston Road. I'm gonna leave all the contact information below. You can reach Mike on Instagram at Your Appliance Dealer. And I'm also gonna leave Mike's direct cell phone down below. So if you guys need to reach him, you can reach him. And I'm telling you right now, guys, you won't be disappointed. This guy, top of the line service, which is something that I truly always stand for. So Mike, why don't you, anything you want to say to anybody?
I want to thank you for taking this opportunity to come in here.
No problem. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
And anybody that's watching, if you just mention Mario's name and that you've been referred by him or you've seen the video, I'll definitely look after you, and we'll give you a gift with purchase if we can as well.
That's it. Hope you enjoyed this video. I was really happy once again to make it, and I want to thank Mike and Goldman's Appliances for letting us come in here and shoot the video. So thank you very much once again, guys.
Peace out.
Until the next one.